This is the fourth in our series of 6 videos from the Garden City Library located in Garden City, Idaho, talking about the 6 skills of early literacy. The first skills that we've already discussed are vocabulary, print motivation, print awareness, narrative skills, letter knowledge, and sound awareness will be coming. So, like I said, today we'll be talking about narrative skills, and that's the ability to tell and retell stories. This is a big expressive language task for your child, and expressive just means what they are expressing from within themselves, as opposed to receptive, something they're receiving or hearing, receiving from the outside environment. So one good way to work on this with your child is asking them who, what, when, where, and why questions. Eliciting language from them, eliciting responses more than just a simple yes or no. It helps them use the vocabulary that they're hearing in an everyday situation and allows you to help mold their vocabulary, their grammar, into more appropriate language forms if need be. So that's the point where you can model appropriate usage of verbs and nouns and how a sentence should sound. So another thing you can do with your child is help them talk about the events of their day. You could say, what happened when you were at swimming today? Or, well, they wouldn't have been to school yet, but maybe they went to daycare or preschool. You could talk about that. And you can help them if they're telling the story to somebody else that you know. Say they're talking to grandma and grandma happens to ask them and you know more, you can tell them, oh, remember, tell her about this part, or don't forget to include that. So you can expand on what they were already saying, and that helps them to develop that, oh, I can say this or that, oh, I remember that part, and this is how I would express that. So those are helpful things. Using sequencing, first, next, then, or last, are things that your child will need to know before kindergarten, and they're skills that have to be practiced and acquired over time. So any kind of sequences that you can model for them in their environment is a really good thing. And we use sequences all the time, especially probably in cooking. Those are the most obvious uses of sequences. So, for example, if we were making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, rather than just getting out all of the ingredients and making the sandwich and giving it to our child, we could say, okay, what do we need to do first? And either they'll know or they won't know. They'll probably have some idea of what needs to happen first, depending on their age. And so we could say, okay, we need the peanut butter and the jelly and the knife and a plate and bread. You know, talk about the ingredients that you're going to need. So first we're going to get out everything we need. Then we're going to make our sandwich. Then we're going to put everything away. And last we will eat our sandwich. And then as you're going through each step, say you finish getting out all the ingredients, okay, what do we need to do next? Well, we need to make our sandwich. So then you guys can make it. And using lots of language with your child is one of the best and easiest ways for them to learn because it's so natural. They get to see with their eyes what's happening as you're narrating it with your mouth. Same thing with bedtime, any kind of routines that your child has. This is a great time to work on sequencing and using language to describe what's happening. As I've already suggested in another video, but it bears repeating, you can use the pictures that your child draws to talk about what they wanted to say. Use it, maybe they have a story that they want to tell you or anything like that. Those are great times to work on narrative skills. So this video was pretty short today, but I hope, again, that you find these things helpful in helping your child prepare for kindergarten.